YouTube video. We are going to be restoring my SPEED6 steering wheel. It's a little worn down, obviously, because the car is so old. So this is how to restore your steering wheel for literally under 50 bucks. So I picked this up from East Detailing. You can literally customize these whatever way you want. And no, this is not a sponsored video. I wish it was. So I went with half suede, half perforated leather. You do have to stitch these on yourself. This is not like a cheap steering wheel cover. This will actually like make your wheel look really nice. So here's what it comes with. Looks like you got some thread and a needle, some sort of tuck tool. I'm still not sure what this is for, but I'm sure we will find out. Looks like you get some tape, probably to stick this on the wheel. And then it looks like you get whatever this is. I think these are so that you don't stab yourself, but I'm not quite sure. I suck at sewing, so I'm definitely gonna be using this. I do think you can do this with the steering wheel still in the car, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the steering wheel out of the car just to make it a little easier. That way I can just kind of chill out and do it inside. So here's the website. I'll put the link in the description, but like I said, you can literally do like full black leather sides. You could do full black suede. Like I said, I did the half perforated and then half suede, but you can do like different thread color, different marker color. I didn't get the marker in the middle. I don't know, I just didn't feel like I wanted it. But you can choose your marker color and all that good stuff. So it's literally only 50 bucks. The first thing you wanna do is disconnect your battery. Disconnect both terminals, take the positive and the negative off just to be extra safe. Make sure there's no way for it to accidentally touch the terminal, because you do not want this airbag going off in your face. By the way, if you do this incorrectly, I'm not responsible. So next thing you guys are going to do is there's going to be a small circle cover on each side. You're going to want to pop that off. Then you're going to take a 10 mil and you're going to undo both of those screws. There's one. Second bolt is out. So after you do that, your airbag thing will basically just pull right out. So there's two plugs and then there's these little black clips on the end. So you're gonna need like a smaller little pick or flathead, and you're just gonna pop these little black tabs off. Here comes the orange one. So I just pulled that out, and then this will just pull right off. And just like that, airbag is disconnected. Put it in the passenger seat over there. Those things scare me. So next, you're just gonna pop off this little ground on there pretty good. There it goes. So now that that ground is off, I'm gonna get a Sharpie and we're gonna mark a little line right here just so I put the steering wheel back on exactly how I had it. And there's my little Sharpie line so that I put everything back on exactly how it is. Also, make sure you guys lock your steering wheel. You can just do that by having the key off and wiggling it back and forth, and it should get stuck. Next, we need a 21 millimeter socket to pop this off. Oh, yeah. They're gonna be pretty tight, obviously, as you would want them since it's a steering wheel. There's your nut. All right, so next, sometimes these wheels can be stuck on here, so I'll usually give them a little hit and all around the wheel. All right, so be careful when you guys are pulling it off. So don't be dumb and maybe don't yank as hard as me, because what happened was I did forget to pull this plug out and it actually broke the top of this. It still goes in fine, and obviously this won't move around once it's plugged in. So let's take this thing inside and get started. So we're gonna go ahead and get this laid out here. They do label it on the inside, front and back, so that makes it a little bit easier. According to the instructions, you'd need to do the tape pretty close to the edges all around. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. So you're gonna need your tape, some scissors. It says do not stick it too close to the edges, so we're just gonna do it in little pieces here. Just like that, got it all taped. Next, we're gonna toss it on the wheel. Let's take a second to admire Aspen's cuteness. Aspen, come here. Come here. Aspen, why are you so awkward? Next, it says you want to start sticking from these 4 positions. This is already looking amazing. So I went ahead and put the buttons back in, but I'm gonna go ahead and get all this stuffed in here. Once all that's in there, we can start sewing this thing. All right, time to do what I suck at the most, and that is sewing. We gotta sew this thing together. First thing we gotta do is tie a knot with the string at the end of the needle. There we are, there's our little knot. Literally 45 minutes in, and I'm just now figuring out this whole sewing method. Like I said, I just don't understand sewing, so I did get it started. Not gonna give you guys any tips on how to sew because I don't know what I'm doing. This took me forever. Just follow these instructions and you'll get it figured out. Anyway, I'm about to knock out this section and then we'll move to this one and save the long one for last. I wanna get my practice on these smaller ones. Almost freaking got this section done. It looks absolutely amazing. I finally got a good groove going, and then the freaking needle broke. So I gotta go to the store, get a different freaking needle, and finish up this last little part right here. Kind of hard to tell, but the end is what broke off. This kit has been great, besides the freaking crappy needle. Just picked these up from Walmart, so if you're doing this, I definitely recommend getting some extras. It's literally already 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this section, and then we'll move on to the top, and then get this thing back in the car. I will be the first one to admit this took me way longer than it should have. It's literally 7 o'clock and I have non-stop grinded on this besides running to Walmart. It turned out absolutely amazing though. For some reason, I just personally can't comprehend sewing. It's one of those things I just can't do for some reason. So I will probably never do this again, but if you are good at like sewing and crafts and stuff, I highly recommend doing this. I did mess up a little bit right here, which I'm a little bummed out about, but you won't notice in the car. Basically, it's just a little bit offline. But this thing is sweet, it feels great, and we're gonna toss this thing in the car and see what it looks like inside. So just repeat the same steps we did when we installed it all. Get the airbag plugs through. Oh yeah. Oh, you want that tight. You want that tight. I have to give this ground a little pinch because it's a little loose now. Grab the airbag. Make sure you put the correct colors in the correct spots. Oh, this looks incredible. Toss your little bolts back in the side. Toss your little cover back on. This looks amazing. And it feels so good. Honestly, this is the kind of wheel that this car should have came with from the factory. Being that it's a Speed, you'd think they would have like done something cool with the steering wheel, but they just didn't, so. But yeah, I'm absolutely in love with this. I'm so happy I went with the leather on the side and then the suede on the top. It gives it a really nice feel. Also just a really clean look. I need to clean this off though. I don't know what that is. Let's plug the battery in real quick, make sure the airbag doesn't go off, and then we'll make sure all these buttons work. Here we go. Hasn't gone off yet. Freaking key's not working. There we go. Forgot this car was bagged for a second. I was like, what is that? Don't have my antenna on right now. Does work. Volume down doesn't work very well. Alright guys, well I guess that's gonna be in this video. Let me know what you think of the wheel. That is how you restore your wheel. I wish I could do this part in suede. Maybe I'll look into that. This in suede would look so good, so we'll try and figure that out. Like I said, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Also, let me know what you think of these more like in-depth installs. If you guys want more of them, if you want less of them, just let me know. Thank you all for watching. I'll put the link in the description for this steering wheel wrap. Follow me on Instagram, AwesomeBeBurner. Peace.